As you get out mid, you can either go into Cubby or under vent. I'll cover Cubby first, just because it's a little simpler. If you want to Molotov sandbags, first of all, make sure no one's holding the angle. And you can just aim at this corner right here. Right? You want to aim at that corner. Whoa. And just throw it off there. This will always Molotov all of sandbag, no matter what. And you really can't mess it up. There are Molotovs that kind of like land from far away, but they end up popping like that. And they end up like, well, okay, maybe not like that, but they'll end up missing like a corner here or there. So if you can get out mid, you can Molotov sandbags easily by throwing it at that corner. And you don't have to be only under Cubby, you could be anywhere. Like I just did here, you could be on top of boost. You could be like back here in mid garage. You could be under vent. You could be like pushed up into white box, although that's not really an angle anymore. You would just do that. But aim at that corner. Molotov sandbag 100% of the time. As far as the Cubby goes, you're gonna have to peek Z no matter what. You can try lobbing a smoke like this, but it's a little inconsistent. So I don't recommend doing it, just because you won't always get this bounce. Now, talking about under vent, first of all, break the vent. As T, you want to always break the vent. The reason for this is that it opens up your options, and you force the CTs to know, hey, they could go vent because it's broken, and they can run in without us hearing it now. Furthermore, breaking the second vent is a good idea, like that. You get spam through a decent amount of the corner. Break the vent for free. You can re-smoke Z if you push yourself against the box. Find this corner here where this roof meets this part of the hut. Move down until you're on this line right here. And throw. Alright, smokes a Z off perfectly. No gaps. Nothing. This also works on 64 tick, for the record. And I do it in matchmaking all the time. Now, if you know there's a guy white box and you're kind of like alone out here, you can throw a flash off of this corner. Doesn't have to be that corner, I just choose that corner because, well, there is no reason, I just choose that corner. The reason you want to throw a flash like this is so that, well, obviously you want to make the white box guy turn around, but on a deeper level, he's going to see the flash coming 100% of the time. There's no question he'll see it. And you know that he'll see it, right? You know that he's going to see this flash, so you know he's going to turn around like this. And what you want to do is exploit that timing where he's turning around and get on here and come into vent. So again, you're exploiting the fact that he wants to turn around to get into vent or just to peek white box. Just know that if you do peek white box, there's a very small headshot angle right here for people in Z. So there is a headshot angle right there that you want to be aware of. If you do decide to go on top of this hut, you want Z to be smoked because this is an obvious angle right here. And this is an angle behind the ticket booth or on top of it. You can't really catch people quad, but you still want to like be careful of people in sight, like so. Now if you want to get into checker, you can lob a flash like this. You can throw a flash off the back wall like that. And Molotoving the back side of checker is nice to do if it's late round or mid round. But aside from that, that's all for under vent. I'm gonna talk about boosts really quickly. First of all, if you're boosting people, stand in the middle. That way people can jump on like the left side of your head and then the right side of your head, and you can boost 2 people up at once. Once you are up here, you can peek this, and then if it's clear, move into this angle here. This angle is very hard to see because like small portions of your body are exposed only. You want to know that you can molly under the boost. If you're scared of a counter boost, you can throw flashes off of this bend, if that so suits you. And most importantly, you can resmoke Z from boost. You want to get onto the top left corner of this wooden thing right here that I'm aiming at. Now you're while crouching, aim at the top of this little pillar right here and throw. This is all while crouching. That smoke lands just good enough for Z. No gaps. There is a jump spot possibility for anyone on the hut, like so. So you want to be careful of that. Last thing to know, if you are outside squeaky, you can molly vent. You want to get into the skull right here, aim at this little chimney here, and aim somewhere in between this metal railing and the roof here, so like just anywhere here really. Run and throw. It's gonna land in the vent and molly all of it. Even if the vent is still here, that's not broken, you can still do it and it'll work perfectly fine. That's about it for mid on cash as a T. There are not too many other tricks that I can think of, but if you have some other stuff, please let me know and I'll put it in a video and I'll shout it out to you. Thanks.